A special honor for a Southern Californian, what President Biden had to say during the State of the Union address about the man who stopped the Monterey Park gunman. And a big milestone for King James. LeBron breaks an NBA record that stood for 39 years. Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Rundown. I'm Robin Winston. We'll have more on those stories coming up in a moment. But first, police are trying to figure out who was behind the active shooter scares at several Southern California schools this week. Police from Duarte, Upland, and other Inland Empire middle and high schools were alerted to a flurry of reports at more than half a dozen campuses yesterday. No credible threat was found, but some people are still shaken.
I was panicking. When I was trying to talk, my voice was kind of like shaky.
That was kind of freaking me out. That freaked out my parents. They're all calling me and freaking out and everything. Yeah, it was pretty scary.
Law enforcement say hoax calls are a crime and come with real consequences and possible jail time. The LA County Board of Supervisors has adopted a package of new sweeping regulations that limit sale and possession of guns. This means selling .50 caliber bullets and guns within the LA County jurisdiction would become illegal. One of the new laws also creates 1,000-foot buffer zones between gun stores and children's facilities like schools and parks. And unless you're a police officer or in the military, it will be illegal for you to carry weapons even if they are concealed. Gun supporters say the regulations are the wrong approach.
Keeping kids out of gun stores doesn't make us safe.
The problem is with society and the people that don't know how to use a gun.
The new regulations only apply to unincorporated parts of LA County where the supervisors have jurisdiction. Individual cities are being encouraged to adopt their own similar rules. Gun control was also front and center at the State of the Union, along with some notable people from Southern California. One of them was 26-year-old Brandon Say, the man who saved lives by disarming the gunman in the Monterey Park mass shooting. NBC4's Hetty Chang shares more from the moment he was recognized by President Biden.
The balcony at the State of the Union is reserved for heroes, a long-standing tradition since 1982. Sitting front and center, special guest of President Joe Biden.
Joining us tonight is Brandon Say, a 26-year-old hero. Brandon put his college dreams on hold to be at his mom's side. His mom's side when she was dying from cancer.
The security footage now seen around the world, showing Say wrestling the weapon away from the gunman in the lobby of Lili Dance Studio. Say spoke about how that moment still haunts him and how he found the courage to act.
Part of it was knowing that I was part of something bigger, part of a community, and that allowed me to confront this gunman and his weapon.
Also present, Julie Phun, a guest of Congresswoman Judy Chu. Phun's aunt, Moy Dai-ung, was among the 11 killed.
When this moment leaves national headlines, I hope you all in this room share the many stories that is part of our community.
As Tsai's story took the spotlight, President Biden called him a hero. The president not missing the opportunity to then call on Congress to act on gun control.
He saved lives. It's time we do the same. Ban assault weapons now. Ban them now. Once and for all.
Hetty Chang, NBC4 News.
We're feeling some serious spring fever across Southern California this week. Meteorologist Belinda Leon has your first alert forecast and when we can expect a cool down.
Hi everyone, it's February. We should be in the 60s this time of year, but the weather for the rest of the week will be unseasonably warm, and the warmest day will be on Thursday. Now, because these temperatures are so warm for this time of year, there's going to be a low heat risk for sensitive people. So although it seems odd for us to talk about heat precautions, we got to prepare you. On Thursday especially, you need to seek shade and stay hydrated. Now, the temperatures are supposed to be in the 60s, as I mentioned, but on Thursday, we're going to have highs reaching the 80s and even upper 70s. When we compare the average temperatures for these locations to the forecast high, we're looking at temperatures that are running between 10 to 15 degrees above normal. So take those precautions, and if you're not a fan of the warmer weather, then just hold on. The weekend will be cooler and we'll have a chance for rain.
21 years after Sports Illustrated anointed a high school junior from Akron, Ohio as the chosen one, LeBron James fulfilled that prophecy. The Lakers great became the NBA's all-time leading scorer in front of his home fans Tuesday night at Crypto.com Arena. Late in the third quarter, LeBron surpassed fellow Laker great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the league's all-time scoring list. Play was halted so LeBron could celebrate on the court with his family and the man whose record stood for nearly 39 years. LeBron was overcome with emotion and thanked Laker fans for their support.
It was a lot of anticipation, like you're waiting for, and then he hit the shot and the place went nuts. It was a lot of energy.
And the energy was in there from the beginning. Every point, it just kind of kept building and building. It's something you never expect to see in your life, but I'm just happy we could all be here and experience it.
LeBron finished the game with 38 points, but the Thunder spoiled the party, beating the Lakers 133-130. Oh, so close. Fans say they might forget the score, but they'll always remember LeBron's record-breaking moment. It's been a few months since someone bought that $2 billion Powerball ticket in Altadena. If you're wondering why the winner hasn't been announced just yet, well, it doesn't necessarily mean they haven't come forward. Our I-team learned even if someone already came forward to lottery officials, an investigation has to happen first. That process, which involves a review and vetting from security and law enforcement, is going on right now. This is just to make sure that the person or people who say they won are legit.
Everybody in the public knows where a winning ticket was sold, but they don't know what day or what time, whether it was a quick pick or custom numbers, or maybe somebody handed over a 20 and bought 10 tickets at the same time. Those are things we don't publicize with a big win.
Investigators also have to make sure the winner doesn't owe any money. So if the winner owes taxes or is late on child support, that gets flagged and that money owed is taken out. The Hollywood Bowl has released its summer season lineup with a number of big acts set to perform. It's something we can all get excited about. Janet Jackson kicks it off with a performance of her Together Again tour on June 10th. Other performers include the Beach Boys, Kool and the Gang with the Village People, and Culture Club. There will also be film screenings with live orchestra soundtracks for Return of the Jedi and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Very exciting. The LA Philharmonic's flashy music and artistic director Gustavo Dudamel will be leaving LA. The conductor turned pop culture icon will take on the same role for the New York Philharmonic in 2026. Known for his charisma and for sharing his love of music with every generation, Dudamel energized LA's classical music scene when he joined the Philharmonic back in 2009 at age 26. He even has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Dudamel says he is grateful and is gazing with joy and excitement at the world that lies ahead. La La Land is heading from the screen to the stage. The Oscar-winning movie is being adapted as a Broadway show. The stage adaptation will feature music by the same team who wrote the songs for the 2016 movie. The Broadway cast has yet to be announced, and this isn't the first time the movie has expanded into a new medium. A concert version of the film has been touring around the world since 2017. Okay, this one is coming from our NBC4 family. One of our executive producers, Stephanie Miranda, has a 9-year-old son named Jason. As a part of his school work, he wrote a letter to the President of the United States. And guess what? President Biden wrote back. How awesome is that? Okay, so in the letter, the president thanked Jason for reaching out and sharing his thoughts with the administration. Jason is also being encouraged by the leader of the free world to remain curious, creative, and fearless. His mom believes it's been a great lesson for Jason that no matter how old you are, whether you are old enough to vote yet, no matter what your politics are, you have a voice. So use it and speak up. I say that's a great lesson for all of us, right? Thank you for the inspiration, Jason. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4 weekdays from 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with the traffic reports throughout your morning. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.